I like how I have the team orders Toxicity and Rhydon because it's punk rock. What is up, everyone? James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Back to Battles. Sorry for that bit of a pun, but I actually just noticed it myself. But we are going to be continuing on using this Gyarados Toxicity team with Rhydon, Whimsicott, Charizard, and Snorlax. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, highly recommend go check it out. But otherwise, let's get started and play some games. We haven't really brought Rhydon as much as I thought we would, but I guess we haven't really faced a hard Trick Room team, or Sand really, which is what Rhydon's really known for doing well against. So we'll see if we can face one. Let's see what my first opponent's going to bring. We got Cherry Berry as our first opponent with the team of Butterfree, Dusclops, had a Rini. This is a hard Trick Room team. Speaking of, Rhyperior, Torkoal, and Gastrodon. So in the comments down below, today's comment question today is going to be, what is your favorite team that you've been messing around with, like a rental team or like team ideas in general? Let me know in the comments down below. But let us see. This is kind of tough. Snorlax is really good against this team, which is nice. Trying to think of what I want to have. Butterfree's faster than the Toxicity, which is annoying. I think I go Rhydon, Snorlax, Gyarados, and Charizard. Either Charizard or Toxicity, and I don't think Toxicity is that bad either. I'm just worried about having no answers to the Gastrodon other than Snorlax, so I think it is Charizard. Yeah. Because I'm thinking of what Pokemon I would Dynamax in this situation. I guess Rhydon wouldn't be a bad Dynamax, but like just dealing with the Gastrodon is just going to be a pain if I don't have a Grass type move. So it might be smarter just to not Dynamax the Rhydon, but we'll see how this goes. Not exactly too sure. I could Dynamax the Rhydon actually, so I could curse up with my Lax and then get the special defense boost, which actually might be really good here. We will go Rhydon plus Snorlax. And you're not going to Rage Powder here for sure. And Butterfree's not really too much of a threat to me, I think, immediately. Let me see. This is 130. This is also 130. So I think I'll actually Dynamax right away. And I'm going to try to outstall my opponent with like Curses plus my special defense boost. So yeah, I think this could actually work out better than I was hoping for. So let's see how this is going to go. Sleep Power is definitely coming out to one of these slots. I can definitely tell you that much. It's definitely coming out to one of these slots. I don't mind it though. So we'll Dynamax our Rhydon here. But I feel like you would Sleep Powder Snorlax, but we'll see. It is going to be the Rhydon, it looks like. Okay, that's a little bit annoying because I wasted a turn of Dynamax, but it's not too bad. Okay. We will curse up. Alright, let's have the Snorlax become a wall. It's actually just a Psychic coming out, okay. Oh my god, that did a lot. Why did that do a lot? Well, that's bad. I didn't expect it to do that much. Very Facade. You're definitely Sleep Powdering here. It's either Curse or Facade here. I think +1 is good enough for now. So I'm gonna Facade the Butterfree. Sleep Powder gonna come out. Does hit. Compound Eyes always makes it allowed to hit. Rhydon, I'd love if you woke up. Nice. We're able to get the Max Quake off. That's huge. Just getting the Spadef boost here is really nice. Alright, awesome. So we're going to get +1 with our special defense right here, as we're going to see what come out. Psychic once again. Thankfully we get that +1. And I wish I was more of a specially defensive Lax. That was the original Lax I was going to use, but then I realized I didn't have a Curse Lax. So yeah. Thankful that someone was able to send me the Curse Lax though. So not much to complain here, but let's see. I'm gonna attempt a max Quake here, and I'm gonna go for the Recycle, I think. Yeah, because my opponent's lead is very passive. It's not really doing too much against me. We're gonna see Sleep Powder once again. You might be wondering, hey, why didn't I max guard? It's because my opponent has to take the time to Sleep Powder, and I burn a turn of sleep here immediately. So it's not like I absolutely need to go for anything right here. Psychic gonna come out. Snorlax gonna stay asleep. So I'm just fighting through the sleep turns. I'm gonna have to at this point. That is kind of how I want to go for this game, but I do have to play with it. I didn't have much. If I led something fast to outspeed, I would just get decimated by my opponent's Trick Room. So I had to lead a slow mode, but that allowed Butterfree just to go for Sleep Powders. We're gonna go for Recycle and Rock Slide. When Rhydon wakes up, I'm able to get a huge amount of damage. We're gonna see my opponent heal to Hatterini, so that's fine. Wait, that's 50%? Oh, nice. We're able to wake up, which is cool. Rock Slide. We could also have a chance to flinch, which would be really nice against the Hatterini, especially if we woke up here with the Snorlax. Focus Sash. We flinch, which is nice. Oh, we stay asleep, which isn't too bad. I'm gonna go for the Recycle and Rock Slide again. Snorlax is guaranteed to wake up, right? It doesn't tell you how much, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay. Might be better just to Rock Slide here. Yeah, I don't want my opponent to anticipate Protects or anything. I'm gonna Recycle. Sleep Powder once again. Because, like, this lead is just very passive. It's not doing too much. So I think we're okay taking these sleep turns. Because we already took one, as you saw. Psychic gonna come out. We're guaranteed to wake up relax the following turn. Or this turn, actually. So we'll get a Recycle off, which is nice. And then if Rhydon doesn't take, like, maximum 3, we should be fine here. Yeah, the problem is we're gonna have to play around these sleep turns. I don't know if you're gonna Sleep Powder here, or if you're gonna go for the Pollen Puff, but I guess either way, it helps. Yeah, we'll just Rock Slide and Recycle once again. Sleep Powder does come out. Normally I'd be complaining about Sleep Powder hitting, but of course Compound Eyes allows Sleep Powder to be over 100 accurate. We're gonna say a second turn of sleep. Surprised my opponent's not Dynamax at all yet, which is something I am a little bit surprised about. Also, we're very lucky that we haven't taken a crit or a special defense drop yet. Gonna go for the Recycle here and a Rock Slide. Probably Pollen Puff is coming out into either the Snorlax or the Hatterini. I'm assuming you would go for the Hatterini though, but I'm not too sure. If both my Pokemon stay asleep here, I guess it's actually pretty bad, but we'll see. Pollen Puff. Let's target down to Snorlax this time. Rhydon stays asleep. Unfortunate. If Lax wakes up though, we're actually in an okay spot. Oh, we finally got crit. Not too bad though. Not too bad. I don't think it's that bad. I'll bring out the Charizard. I get to go for Heat Wave, and if Rhydon wakes up, I just get an Earthquake off. So yeah, as long as I don't miss moves. Well, Heat Wave plus Earthquake. Because my opponent doesn't have switches. Because my opponent didn't get Trick 'em Up, which is actually pretty good. So even though we haven't really accomplished too much, I actually think we accomplished a lot. We put in a position where my opponent didn't get a Trick Room, and now is threatened by potentially losing both Mons here, especially that Trick Room setter. So that means Trick Room probably won't get up if I wake up. Trust me, if I wake up, it's huge. If I don't, it's actually pretty bad here. We'll see what my opponent does. I feel like maybe I should have high horsepower to Hatterini, or just in case. Okay, but we're gonna see Protect, which is fine. That actually gives my Rhydon a chance to wake up here, so I'm actually surprised my opponent made that play, but that works out for me. Heat Wave, please. Maybe my opponent was just hoping to dodge the Heat Wave too. That does make sense. Able to knock out the Butterfree, which is nice. The problem is there's still a Dynamax that I do have to be wary of. Earthquake. I'm pretty sure higher horsepower would knock out the Hatterini. So let's see what comes out here. I'm assuming it's Gastrodon. Yeah, I assume it's Gastrodon. No, it's Rhyperior, looks like. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go for the high horsepower, because that should knock out the Hatterini, I think. And I'm gonna go Gyarados here for the Intimidate. I don't want to take a Rock Slide. And if you target down my Rhyperior, I mean my Rhydon, it doesn't take as much from like high horsepower. So yeah, I think that's a fine play. I want to say that high horsepower will KO the Hatterini based on the damage, but I'm not exactly too sure. Even if it doesn't, maybe it's not the worst spot possible. But let's see. Oh, we're actually going to see a swap here. Interesting. I don't know what Pokemon that is. That's Torkoal. Okay. Wait, that would allow me to Solar Beam. Unless you're Dynamaxing here, which would make sense. Yeah, it's a Dynamax. Okay. That is fine. I wonder what you're going for. Actually, Max Rock could be annoying. Max Rock could definitely be annoying here. Because policy... this is still a weird spot, actually. Surprised my opponent actually stayed in, though. High horsepower does a good amount. Max Quake, okay. So luckily we got that Intimidate off, and with the Eviolite, yeah, we take that pretty decently. The problem is the Sand is... Oh, Sand isn't up, actually. Huh. Should I just Earthquake here? It might be to play just to Earthquake and Power Whip, actually. Because I'm trying to think of, like, what can you do? Okay, if you Max Rock the Gyarados, Sand is set up for me. I don't think it's too bad because I got to chip in a Rhydon I might need for the future. If you target down, if you Max Quake my Rhydon, that means you don't have to Sand up, which means I think Charizard just wins in the end. Yeah, I think it's worth Earthquake Power Up. Assuming I hit. Ah, man. Hitting would have been nice. Because now I'm very unsure of how this game will go. I'm very unsure how this game is going to go now. Yeah, because Max Rockfall into Gyarados. Maybe the play was to bounce. Huh, what if I bounced instead? Maybe bouncing would have been the play. Huh. Kind of thing. We are going to see the Hatterini come back. I don't know if there's going to be Protects or not. I'd assume you just Trick Room here. On a Heat Wave. Maybe I could hope for the burn, I guess. I mean, I think you should always Max Quake here with the Rhydon. Or you are going to see Protect from Hatterini. I guess I could have just protected here. This way, this could have gave me a shot to like Air Slash flinch my way out of it. I was worried because I thought my opponent had a safe play to just Trick Room plus Max Quake here because he either knock out my Rhydon, because I don't think I knock out Hatterini unless you go for a high horsepower because Charizard wouldn't knock out. I mean, my opponent was like afraid of Overheat, which would make sense. But yeah, this game's over now. Alright, Max Quake knocks out, and then Charizard, unfortunately, since there's no sun, won't be able to break through this. Rhydon will go down. I guess what I needed to do was not activate the policy. I thought activating policy would be fine if I got to chip into Rhydon that I thought I would have needed to win the game. But... because what? I think with the power of damage, it would have been a little bit more... I don't know. I don't think I would have been able to knock out regardless. So I don't think it was like an optimal play. Yeah, unfortunate. I think... maybe if I bounced... what if I bounced that one turn? and high horsepower to Poké slot, because I lived max Quake assuming it's not a low roll that my opponent got the last turn. And then what I could do, I knock out the Torkoal, I bounce there, and probably, would I protect or should I just high horse? No, I'd rock slide that turn. Yeah. I think bouncing was actually the play. I think bouncing was actually the play. Yeah, I think I should have just tried to avoid weakness policy on all costs. I was hoping that I could knock out the Rhyperior with just like adding more damage, and I thought that I could finish it off in end game, but the damage ended up being way too little. I think even if I had landed the Power Whip, the damage wouldn't have been enough, especially with the solid rock ability on Rhyperior. So, yep. I know my opponent did get a crit, but that was like, that's not something I was like mad about or like upset about, because like I was going for the odds of hoping, like I know a crit was gonna happen sooner or later. We played like my opponent went for a bunch of psychics. Like I'm amazed that a special defense drop didn't happen, because what is it? Is it 10 or 20? It's one of those two. But yeah, obviously without the crit we would have been in a pretty good spot, but we were fighting multiple sleep turns as well. But yeah, we got Rock and Roll as our second opponent with Whimsicott, Rotom Wash, the Excadrill, Gyarados, Chandelure, and Tyranitar. Alright, so you got Sand. Oh wait, isn't this Nails' team that he used to win the Galar Weekly Open? I think it is. If it is the same team, it's like Scarf Rotom, I think. It's either Scarf or Life Orb, I can't remember. Not exactly sure what my best option is. Rotom Wash Sand is kind of annoying for this team. I'm gonna go Whimsicott plus Charizard, I think. Yeah, Whimsicott plus Charizard sounds fine. Excadrill, and then it's between Toxtricity, which isn't bad in this matchup, or Snorlax. The problem is I think I should change the sprout on Snorlax. The defense nature isn't helping. I'd rather have a special defense nature, because I'd rather have a tank special attacks. I feel like it's taking too much. I think I'm going to go Toxtricity for safety, because at least I'm able to knock out the Gyarados as well as the do a lot to the Rotom. So we'll see what my opponent decides to do here. I'm unfamiliar with the Sand matchup. I'm hoping that this can work out in my favor. Like, I'm only not leading my Gyarados because my opponent has like Whimsicott plus Gyarados plus Rotom Wash, and my opponent could definitely lead those. And this is going to be the Rotom Wash plus the Whimsicott here, which is fine. If it's offensive Rotom, can I just max grass it? And I think that's a play. Yeah, I'm going to Tailwind here. And I'm going to go for the Solar Beam. Yeah, I'm going to Dynamax Max Overgrow it. Because if it is, unless it's fake Tears Whimsicott, which I'm not sure because I'm unfamiliar with this team. But here's the thing, the Rotom would have to be Scarf, and I don't even remember if it was Scarf. I think I know it was offensive, I just don't know if it was Scarf. Oh well. Well, Dynamax Charizard, Rotom didn't Dynamax, so let's see. Or maybe it did. It didn't. Okay, so we get Tailwind off, which is nice. Let's see if there was a fake Tears or something. Well, it wouldn't matter anyway. We're just trained Tailwinds. Alright. And Max Overgrow will come out. Okay, the Rotom wasn't Scarf, it looks like. Is it bulky? It went down. Okay. Okay. Pretty good spot. Pretty good spot. Alright, so Rotom goes down, which is excellent because Rotom was the biggest threat to Rhydon, I think, immediately off the bat. We'll see what my opponent decides to opt for. It's going to be the... I wonder if it's Excadrill. It is going to be Excadrill. The question is, it was the Tyranitar in the back. I'm going to go for the Sunny Day, or should I just Energy Ball? The problem is I'm worried about Tyranitar switching in. So I'm going to Sunny Day, actually. And I'm going to Max Flare the Excadrill, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think it's a fine play. Let's see if there's a switch. No, it's just a Protect. Okay, that works out fine for me, actually. Is that a Taunt, at least? Encore. Okay. locking me in, which is fine. We'll go for the max flare into the Excadrill, which will be able to do a lot through the protect. Nice 50%. Okay. Not a bad spot. Policy. Oh, come, why does everything have a policy? Yeah, we're taking a lot from the sun. Seriously, why does everything have a policy? That's crazy. I'm going hard Rhydon. I'm max guarding. Yeah. I don't know if you're going to Dynamax this turn. I think it's a very high probability, but you're actually going to switch out Whimsicott, which makes sense. A Tyranitar going to reveal itself here, which is a fair play. Okay. I'm only concerned if that's a Scarf Tyranitar, which it could be. Because, like, unless you're going for the attack and a Whimsicott, which I really don't think you will be. Let's see here. I think it'd be Rockfall, but let's see. Yeah, or Rock Slide, yeah. Alright, that works. Okay, that works. Too bad Earthquake is weakened for my Rhydon, but high horsepower, which still should be able to knock out the Excadrill. Tailwind is still up. It might be my best interest though to actually save Charizard, cause like what am I doing with the Toxtricity? I think because it's not doing anything. I just don't know if you're rock sliding this turn, if you're going to go for high horsepower. I'm going to protect Rhydon, I think, and sack Toxtricity. Toxtricity just wasn't the call in this game. Because I knocked out Rotom way faster than I thought, and there was no like endgame Gyarados. So I'll sack Toxtricity here. Actually, Toxtricity might not even go down, so this could even be worse for me. We are going to see Dynamax come out from the Excadrill, looks like. Maybe that's Tyranitar. Gonna be Tyranitar. Okay. This is an interesting spot. What's Tyranitar gonna do here? Excadrill did protect, which makes sense in case I decide to sack one of my mons to try to kill the Excadrill of high horsepower plus Heat Wave. Protect the Rhydon. Max Rockfall into the... Okay. That works out fine for me. Crits me, but I'm not even sure that would have actually knocked out naturally. But I think that works out for me perfectly. Grassy terrain's still around, which is actually kind of nice. I'm gonna go Whimsicott, I think. Yeah, go Whimsicott here. And I think I actually just hard switch my I think I hard switch here Rhydon into Charizard. It's a risk, but I feel like I'm willing to take it. Then I'm gonna try to Energy Ball knock out the Excadrill. Because Excadrill isn't the bulkiest Pokemon in the world, and if I could get the knock on Excadrill, I'm in a good spot. And I think I have to go for it at this point. If I Tailwind... Was Tailwind better? Shoot, maybe Tailwind was better. Oh, no, it's because I'm thinking my opponent's going to max Rockfall. Well, I guess it doesn't matter anyway, because my opponent max guarded, which is fine. Earthquake? But Grassy Terrain was up. Okay, that wouldn't even knocked out my Rhydon. Energy Ball. Doesn't knock out. Okay, yeah, Tailwind was better. Tailwind was 100% better. Grassy Terrain disappears, which is actually kind of helpful. The problem is Charizard's probably going to go down to the max Rockfall afterward. Like, you should Iron Head here. Here's the question. Do you Iron Head or do you Protect? I think I got to call this too. Because theoretically, I could Solar Beam. If Solar Beam wouldn't knock out a Dynamax Tyranitar, I'm gonna Sunny Day. Because at least it'd get rid of the sand. We're gonna see the Excadrill actually retreat. Okay. Into Whimsicott. Actually, Sunny Day was not the play, was it? Oh, this is gonna be really close of an end game. I'm realizing how close it's gonna be. Heat Wave, break a Sash. Yeah, what was the guy with Sash? I shouldn't have fought the Excadrill with Sash actually. Oh, that's helpful. That's helpful. We got a burn there. Rockfall's gonna come out. Into Charizard, yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Okay. I'm actually just really actually, wait. No, the burn didn't matter. You Rockfall, so the Whimsicott was going down regardless. I'm actually surprised my opponent switched out the Excadrill. But that works out beautifully for me, actually, now that I think about it. I wish I Tailwinded, though, instead of Sunny Daying. Because if I Tailwinded, Whimsicott would outspeed the Excadrill and can threaten it with Energy Ball. So that's unfortunate. Excadrill going to come out. We'll bring out Rhydon. I think the play. I have to call what my opponent's gonna do. I'm worried about Protect from Excadrill. And I'm just not sure what to do here because I could Tailwind, which wouldn't be bad here, I guess. Because if Whimsicott survives the turn, actually, I'm gonna high horsepower the Excadrill slot and Tailwind, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna make that play. Yeah, if you Protect, that's fine. Because you're probably Rock Sliding, trying to get rid of Whimsicott. And if that's the case, I should be able to live Rock Slide plus Sand, I think. That way I can Energy Ball the Excadrill the following turn. I'm faster with... Oh, no, because Tailwind. Tyranitar's not that fast, it looks like. Rock Slide does come out. Yeah, Whimsicott survives the Sand turn. Okay, that worked out beautifully. Because if Excadrill attacked the Whimsicott slot, at least I was able to keep it around. Now I can go for high horsepower into the Tyranitar slot, and I can Energy Ball the Excadrill slot. And this should be 100% win because it's not weakness policy on Tyranitar, so I don't have to worry about that. Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say it's 100% win because there's like double protections, flinching, crits, all those fun factors of facing a Sand team. So let's see. This is so close. I mean, my opponent has to double protect. It's just what do you do with the Tyranitar, I guess. Do you go for the crunch into... Oh, wow. My opponent didn't double. I think my opponent had to double, too. Maybe my opponent was expecting me to call the double on the Tyranitar. I was worried about me going for, like, Moonblast plus high horsepower in that slot, which I think is fair. Wow, that actually knocked out Tyranitar? Oh, no. I missed the mark. Superpower comes out. Doesn't do much to ride on. I should live... Would I have lived Iron Head or... Around Excadrill? Maybe. I think it depends on the... I think it depends. I think high horsepower would be a roll on Rhydon. I live Earthquake for sure. I'm pretty sure I would live Iron Head. I'm not sure about high horsepower my opponent had. No, my opponent had Rock Slide. Okay. And then I go for high horsepower plus Moonblast. Or do I Sunny Day here? I'm just gonna Moonblast. Protect. Okay, so I should have Sunny Dayed. Sunny Day wasn't a bad play either because like I got rid of the sand and then I was gonna be able to Earthquake the following turn. I mean I can Earthquake this turn. I guess if you get a double and then crit, that's annoying. I was just worried what happens if Tyranitar actually attacks this turn. It was like Sunny Day here. Well, if I Sunny Day, my opponent had to target down the Rhydon slot. So I think Sunny Day was actually the call. Yeah, Sunny Day was probably the call. Now we just gotta hope for Rhydon to finish out the job. My opponent actually goes for a double this time. I'm surprised my opponent didn't go for the exit drill. But then again, oh yeah, no, I already explained that thought process. My opponent was worried about me doubling up in the Tyranitar, expecting the double protect, and if my opponent got the double protect, it would have been annoying for me. But we're able to pick up a win there, so we're going to go 1-1 today's episode against Sand in the second game and the Butterfree Trick Room in the first game. So, nice. I don't think that was like played super well. I think there were some turns I could have capitalized off, but I feel like overall the end game was actually still pretty good. I felt like I was able to maneuver against my opponent's team decently, which I think really helped. The policy on exit drill really screwed over my game plan, because that allowed my opponent to actually like pick up a knockout on a Rhydon, which was actually super scary. But luckily, since my opponent had Rock Slide, Earthquake, probably Iron Head, I would assume, on the exit drill, with Grassy Terrain up, my opponent couldn't really do much damage now that I'm thinking about it. So yeah, but thankfully we were able to pick up a win. So we go 1-1 in today's episode. Hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2020 Back to Battles. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below, show support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social media, side series on the channel, and more. If you want to try out the team, there is a placement of the team down below in the description if you do want to go try it out. If you want to help me out with this video, be sure to leave a like on this video, share it with your friends, and answer the comment question of today down below. But otherwise, yeah, you can go an extra mile if you do want to go an extra mile to support my content by checking out my Patreon page, my Twitch channel, and you can check out my merch for Torn Ogre shirts and hoodies listed down below in the description. But otherwise, thank you to everyone who's been supporting me lately. It's been insane. But yeah, we're going to use this team for one more time in the next episode, so look forward to that. But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people, until we battle again. I'll catch y'all later.